Welcome to Football with Cheese. This video is about the Texans-Chiefs recap. I had to separate the games from yesterday into two videos because there's so much to talk about. Before we get to it, make sure you like and subscribe. A lot of you who watch the video aren't subscribed. Turn on that bell for notifications and make sure you share the video with any football fans so we can grow the channel. I will link the Washington-Detroit recap if you have not seen it. There's a lot of things that are going to be linked in the description. Okay, let's recap the game. First of all, the Texans, what they did wrong. Their special teams was terrible. They did not cover kicks well. Their kicker missed an extra point and a field goal, leaving 4 points on the table. Their offensive line, which is their biggest weakness, struggled all year, especially that right side of the offensive line, was horrible again. 8 sacks total given up. You cannot expect to win giving up 8 sacks. George Karlaftis, pass rusher for the Chiefs, had 3 himself. They did run for 149 yards. Joe Mixon had a great game. So the running game was very good. But you cannot give up 8 sacks. And there's a reason they only scored 14 points. Even with the missed kicks, it's 18 points. You can't score 18 points and expect to win. Okay, so let's talk about some controversial calls. Early in the game, Will Anderson hits Mahomes in the shoulder. It's not helmet to helmet. Clay Martin, the referee, throws the flag. Chiefs are 7-0 when he's their referee, by the way. He cannot see where Will Anderson hits Mahomes because he's behind Mahomes, but he throws the flag anyway. There'll be more on him. So instead of a 4th down and the Chiefs punting, they get a 1st down and go down and get a touchdown. That is such a huge swing. Texans would have gotten the ball right back. Another drive, Mahomes could easily just run out of bounds, not get touched. He slows down and waits for the defender to get there, then gets pushed because he's still in the field of play. You've got to get him out of bounds. And then throws his arms in the air to try to draw attention to himself to act like he got flopped. Luckily, it wasn't called. But Clay Martin was nowhere near the play, the referee, so maybe that's why it wasn't called. But clearly not a penalty. Right away, Joe Buck says he flopped. So kudos to the referee that was right there, or the official, wasn't the referee, for not calling that. But that just shows you what Mahomes had a plan. When you're a quarterback, you don't want to take hits. You just want to run out of bounds. That's what you're supposed to do. But Mahomes has an agenda, and he knows the refs most of the time are going to back him up. There's more. Oh, there's more. There was a play where he's just dancing around, running around, waiting. Instead of getting extra yards, Mahomes could be getting extra yards for his team. He's waiting for defenders to get near him so he can just slide and take a little bit hit, knowing he's probably going to get the flag. Because you can't even touch Mahomes, especially if Clay Martin's the referee. You can't touch him. They'll just throw a flag. And, of course, Clay Martin did. It shouldn't have been called. Right away, Troy Aikman gets so annoyed. I'm going to link a couple clips of Troy Aikman. I'm not a huge Troy Aikman fan. I think he's rather boring. I feel like he says the same cliches. But in this game, he did outstanding. He called it out. And so many people won't call out the Chiefs. So many broadcasters, so many people on ESPN or NFL Network will protect the Chiefs. They won't call it out. But Troy Aikman did, and I give him so much credit for that. There's a clip of the Broncos-Chiefs game early this year. I'm going to link that. Make sure you look at that clip. Where Patrick Mahomes gets mad at the official for not telling him when a Bronco pass rusher was about to hit him. I'm not joking. And that shows you that they're collaborating with the refs. The Chiefs are. Because he gets annoyed. How dare you not tell me when the pass rusher is about to hit me? It's on mic. I have the clip, but the broadcaster, Kevin Harlan, just laughs at it. Like, oh, yeah, come on, Patrick. Don't say that on the mic. We know it goes on, but Troy Aikman called it out. Good for him. There needs to be change. Bucky Brooks had a great tweet. Former NFL player, works for NFL Network. He had a great tweet calling it out, too. It's absolutely ridiculous. Mahomes has an agenda on the play to get a penalty, not to get as many yards as possible. He's just trying to get a penalty. And he knows the refs more time than not are going to back him up because they always do. Almost always. There was even a play where Noah Gray, the tight end for the Chiefs, gets about half yard shy of the first down. And at the bottom of the screen, the line judge marks it correctly, a little short. At the top of the screen, the other line judge marks it like a yard and a half further. Like they got the first down. Like not even close. And it's clearly they're trying to help the Chiefs, that line judge. So some of the officials are trying to help them. Some of them actually are doing their job. It's not the whole crew. But it's insane. And the spread was 8. They won by 9, and it went under. So once again, Chiefs cover. Over-under is under. Where have we heard that before? If you didn't see the clip from a previous show about the Vikings, I'll also link that. I'm going to link about 5 or 6 clips. They're all short. Check them out. There's so much evidence of the refs favoring the Chiefs. We know the Chiefs get calls. It's been happening for years now. The Patriots got a lot of calls when Brady was in his prime, when they were winning Super Bowls. There's no doubt about it. There's evidence of that. There's videos of that. But Tom Brady never, ever did what Mahomes did. He never purposely waited to go out of bounds. He never asked the referee, hey, let me know when the edge rusher's about to hit me. He never purposely fell down right before he was going to get hit to get a personal foul. Brady didn't want to be hit. So some people say, oh, Mahomes, he's just working the game. Well, no other quarterback can do that. Jared Goff, after throwing one of his picks, was borderline hit in the head. It was kind of hit like right here. Could have been called. Personally, if you're a quarterback and you throw it back, just run away from it. Because the first thing that the defense is going to do, they're told to do, is find the quarterback and just hit him. But if that had been Mahomes, there would have been flags everywhere. The player would have been ejected and fined. You know it. But Jared Goff is not Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes gets preferential treatment. Has for years. So, pretty disgusting. So obviously, there is some collaboration with certain officials for the Chiefs. And it's bad for football. And it's made the Chiefs probably the most hated team in the NFL. And I get it. I didn't want them to win. I don't want them to win next week. I don't know who they're going to play. They're either going to host the Bills or Ravens. And I'm going to hope the Bills or Ravens win. They're going to have to outplay the Chiefs quite a bit because you know that the refs are going to help the Chiefs out. So you have to outplay them. The touchdown scoring drive the Texans had, they kept calling penalties on the Texans. It's like they were trying to prevent them from scoring. They did. They overcame it. But you have to overcome a bunch of phony penalties to beat the Chiefs. And it shouldn't be like that. It should be called fairly. Officiating, it's bad, but it's even worse when they favor one team. And the NFL has got to look into this, and they've got to start fining or even suspending Mahomes for flopping. If they suspend him for a game, like a regular season game next year for flopping, trust me, he'll stop. But they won't do it. The conspiracy theory in me will say this. Taylor Swift, first of all, her music sucks. She sucks as a person. I don't have anything in common with her. I don't like her at all. But her fans, most of her fans, are not football fans. And I think a lot of her fans will watch if she's on camera, if she's there. They'll watch the Super Bowl if the Chiefs are in it because they'll show her. You know, most of her fans are women under 30. They don't typically watch football. So the conspiracy theorist to me thinks the NFL wants ratings. They want money because they do. So it's possible she brings more fans to football. They'll watch if she's there. There's also the fact that Travis Kelce is a sponsor for a certain company that makes vaccines, and it's not selling well. There's a reason. Not going to get into that. And it's beneficial if their spokesman, the guy in their commercials for the vaccine, is in the Super Bowl, is in the playoffs, still going. Might be beneficial. Just saying. So that's the conspiracy theory in me. I don't think it's too far-fetched. Some people, claim the NFL is completely rigged. I don't think it's completely rigged. I think somewhat is, obviously. Things we point out in this video. So it's just not good for football when things like this happen. And I do hope the Chiefs lose next week. I don't want them in the Super Bowl again. I'm tired of seeing Taylor Swift. A lot of people are. It's not just me. So I'm now 4-4 against the spread. I got the Chiefs covering correct. I did not get the Lions covering correct. To recap, I have the Eagles and Ravens covering and winning. So, like I said earlier, like, subscribe, share this video. Tomorrow we're going to recap the Sunday games and do my final thoughts on the college football playoff. All right, enjoy your Sunday.